consumes the most sugar by far, 28 cubes per day. His father had assumed that he would consume the least, but he scores 20 cubes, one more than his wife. So the men of the house lead the field. 11-year-old Lucas consumes no less than 35 kilograms a year. That's more than he currently weighs.
Egal ob Wurst oder Süßigkeit.
If Lucas Kalischer doesn't change his eating habits, he'll have eaten some 800 kilograms of sugar by the time he's 30. Lucas doesn't need this sugar. Carbohydrates from bread or pasta provide the energy our bodies need. The organism can make its own sugar from them. The shopping is mainly done by Birgit Kalischer. You can find sugar in most of the things she puts in her trolley.
I avoid things that have a lot of sugar, but I don't look at every product. Shopping would take too long.
Sweets contain the most sugar, but soft drinks, drinking chocolate, and fruit juice are all seen as calorie heavyweights on account of their sugar content. Scientists from a German food analysis laboratory are trying to find out to what extent that's true. At the KIN Nutrition Institute in Neumünster, the samples are being prepared. The powders for the drinks are being mixed precisely according to the instructions on the packet. That way, they can be compared with the ready-to-drink products. Then, the sugar content is determined. Per 100 milliliters, laboratory director Michael Benner can establish a clear ranking. Soft drinks based on fruit juice contain relatively little sugar. Juices and coffee-based drinks occupy the middle ground. There's a lot of sugar in chocolate drinks and bubble teas. There's a lot of sugar in cola drinks too, but they don't top the list.
It really is the case that the mango and passion fruit smoothie comes first, with a total sugar content of 12.7%.
Smoothies are made from fruits in concentrated form, with a very great deal of natural fruit sugar. In this case, the equivalent of 4 cubes per 100 milliliters. But the word sugar doesn't actually appear on the label. When asked about this, the manufacturers replied in writing, fresh fruit really is more healthy, and they promised to state on the label in the near future how much fruit sugar there is in the smoothie. There's a lot of sugar in fruit juices too, about 3 cubes per 100 milliliters. When buying pure fruit juice with no added sugar, consumers would hardly suspect that. In the cola drink, the scientists found about 3.5 cubes per 100 milliliters. A half-liter bottle thus contains a total of 18 sugar cubes. Sweet drinks become important when they are drunk routinely. That's much more significant than the occasional ice cream. Our desire for sugar is innate. Breast milk tastes sweet. For our ancestors, food was scarce, and sugar was only available in honey or fruit. For them, it was sensible to eat as much as they could find. Our love for sugar has stayed with us, but for a long time, we've had more than enough. It's turned into a billion-dollar industry. Sucrose is the primary sugar found in white household sugar, which contains neither vitamins nor minerals, just calories. Chemically, sucrose is made up of 2 subunits, glucose, also known as dextrose or grape sugar, and fructose, or fruit sugar. Glucose and fructose are processed in different ways by our bodies. Glucose is digested with the help of the hormone insulin. If our insulin balance goes wrong, the result is diabetes. For a long time, fructose was considered the healthy alternative, as it is processed directly by the liver, at first without the use of insulin. But new studies show that fructose also promotes obesity and diabetes. More and more young people are contracting type 2 diabetes. Around 8% of the world's population suffer from this disease, which is often triggered by excessive sugar consumption. Fast food, sweet soft drinks, and industrially produced foods are suspected of causing a steep rise in the incidence of the disease worldwide. For those affected, the consequences can be dramatic. That's why nutritionists are trying to counteract the problem as early as possible. TV ads and numerous other enticements have led to children these days eating far more sugar-rich processed foods and drinks than was the case a few decades ago. In medical terms, this girl is just this side of being clinically obese, and she's only 7. Research results show that fructose makes you feel less full than other sugars. It also promotes the development of fat, outside and inside. That's because those who eat a lot of fructose deposit a lot of fat in their liver. Even children can develop a fatty liver in this way, which can later lead to a whole range of